All right, hey Leo. So I'm doing your guys' read for past lives and soul ties. So we're just seeing how your last life with this person is pouring out into this life. So first time I've ever done this read. Um, I'm gonna roll this dice to see how many lives or what life number you guys are on together. The number that comes out, it could feel like more, could feel like less. The number could be your life path number, their life path number, the combined twin number. It could be that you just keep seeing this number over and over and over. So it's just your team shouting out to you. So for Leo, we have 4. You or your person could be life path 4. You guys, I strongly meditated with the intent. This is a number of lives you've shared together. So if you're in separation, it could feel super intense. It could feel like you've known them. All right, the separation could just make you feel a little bit crazy. Like, why is this so intense? You could be seeing 444 a lot. Angel number 444. I don't have them all memorized, you guys. I still have to look them up when I see them, but I see them all the time. 444, 333, 717, 1212, 1111, 1010, 999. Well, when is this cycle going to end? 999. I'm going to pull for you, Leo, an Akashic Record Oracle card to see what your guys' life purpose is supposed to be for this life. So the contract that you are fulfilling this life. Ooh. Dang, right with the intensity. Okay. Ghosts. So 15, card number 15, breaking down to a 6. Ghost. So, ooh, man, Leo. I almost feel like, excuse me. All right, anyway, sorry, Leo, I had to pause real quick. I feel like this card is coming out. It could be, okay, so the intent that I set with this, it is a love read, you guys, and it is for those in separation. So this could have a significance in this lifetime in the 3D world as somebody, your person actually ghosting you, okay? Like just bouncing out, connection super intense, super deep, and then boom, they disappear and you don't know why. All right. But also this card, okay, comes with releasing the ghost of Akashic records that are holding energy back from spiritual growth. So it could be that you have it could be that you feel like you have problems letting go, especially when people treat you not so good, right? So this card comes out with clearing energy in living space and in mental space too. Releasing cords, cutting cords, um, and talking to your guides, talking to the angels when you feel like it's needed. But I feel like what you and your person are set here to do is clear a lot of old energy, clear energy from your past, and learning how to ask your angels for help and guidance. um Sorry, guys. With this coming out as a soul contract, I feel like your guys' purpose is there's going to be a lot of energy that you guys need to take care of, separate of each other before you guys can to come in together. And I almost feel like if you're dealing with somebody who has actually ghosted you, I feel like that's just something very prominent. Okay, so here's what I feel like. Okay, here's what I feel, Leo. If you have been ghosted a lot It continues to happen, and it's happened with this person. But the only difference with this person is that the connection feels different. And I feel like you would be dealing with somebody who actually ghosts people a lot. Okay, so just to kind of tie it into the 3D world that we're living in now. Okay, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason why you're getting ghosted, or this has happened a lot, and there's a reason why this person tends to do it. And I feel like your person is running from something, and I feel like you're fearing something. Like you could actually be going into a relationship saying, well, I wonder when this person's going to ghost me. Okay, and I don't know who I'm talking to, but I just feel like that might be the mentality you have before you enter a relationship, which is super unhealthy to have. You can't basically what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for failure. All right, so you're in this connection with this person, you stumble upon this read, and there's a reason why you came across this, and it's because this time it's going to be different. Okay? This time you guys have this contract you're going to figure out here in this lifetime. Guarantee it. Guarantee that's why this card is coming out. This with each other. Okay, I'm just going to say this. This cycle is going to end with each other. So with the Akashic Tarot cards, I'm going to pull to see what your overall past life was like. For Leo, the overall past life. We have the 7 of Keys, the Ascent. The 7 of Keys is comparable to the 7 of Coins or the 7 of Pentacles in traditional tarot. All right, so with the Ascent, here's what I feel like. It's like you're working, and it doesn't matter in what area or facet of life you're working, and then you take a break. Okay. You take a break to heal from everything that you've been doing. All right. So I feel like in this past life, I feel like you guys got to a certain point, and I feel like healing came, but I almost feel like you guys dealt with the same thing in the last life. It's like you guys were trying to build something, and it's like it just stops. And it could be that you or your person left each other in this last life, but I feel like it was on a much deeper scale. Here, I feel like you guys in this life right now maybe have just come into connection, where in the past life it's like we worked. It's almost kind of like you've seen the movies, you've heard the stories where the mom or the dad just has enough of it and they just go. Like that's their break. This is the energy, the feeling that I'm getting is somebody just leaves. Like the family, the house, the kids, everything, just because they're tired and they need a break. That's just the overall energy I'm getting. So that's that could be why, if this has happened with this person, which I do feel it happened, that could feel like why with this person this time it hurts that much more. Okay, and I've been ghosted before, you guys, and it doesn't feel good. And on the journey that I'm on, I've also been ghosted by somebody who I didn't think that would happen because of the amount of time we'd spent, but it does, and it's hurtful. And I feel like for you, if it's like super painful or unbearable, that could be why it just feels that much more intense with this person, because of what you've experienced in the last life. And actually getting to this point, because I feel like at this point in this life, you guys are nowhere near the thought of commitment or marriage. But in the last life, I feel like it was there, and somebody ended up leaving, kind of leaving a family hanging. It's what I kind of feel. So what did you guys gain from the last life? What was gained from last life? For Leo and their person. All right. So the Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt. Okay. Hang on, I'm just trying to see. I mean, two cards dropped, and I was only going for one, but I feel like there's something that's got to be said here. So we have the Two of Scrolls, which is comparable to the Two of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Forces. So what was gained from last life? I almost feel like you're dealing with somebody, and I do feel like it's your person. I haven't been trying to do that because we do switch roles in lifetimes. But I feel like somebody, I feel like, God, you know, what did we gain from last life? I almost feel like, I almost feel like the person who left, I almost feel like they were sparked into awakening, but I almost feel like it was too late. Like by the time they come to and choose the right path, it's like they gained it. Something was gained, but I feel like it was too late. Dang, you know what I'm picking up on, you guys? Leo, I almost feel like this person, like what was gained is like recognizing when it is too late, because here's what I'm feeling. It's like your person, which could have been you. All right, but here's what I feel like. It's like there's it's like something was sparked in this person, all right, that left. I feel like somebody did leave, but it's like they were sparked or shooken up or awakened. It's like this person chose a different path, but it's like by the time they were shook up to come back, it was too late. And I don't feel like it was too late as in relationship too late. I feel like it was death too late. That's what I feel like. um I feel like maybe one of you guys got the lesson and the other person didn't. And Leo, I'm almost feeling like it was you, and that could be why. Okay, that's why. If I'm talking to a Leo who has been ghosted a lot, and you're like, why does this keep happening? I almost feel like you were the one that dealt with this in the last life. That you're the one that's like that woke up or recognized it when it was too late. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it sure makes sense to me. So, geez, I feel like that kind of ties into the unresolved. So, what's been unresolved? What carries over into this lifetime? What was left unfinished? The Six of Keys. The balance. The fairness. Okay. I feel like what was gained from this is somebody woke up, but it was a little bit too late. And I feel like what was left is that there was no balance. It wasn't whole. The situation wasn't left whole. So that's why you guys are back here. I almost, I don't, I feel like you guys are, I don't even know how to say it, because you guys are not to the extent of mimicking the last life yet. But it's like, I almost feel like Leo, and I don't know who this is going to resonate with, but I almost feel like you recognize kind of that you might have messed up last life, and that's why. And you're like, what? It's like have you ever felt like you've had to have felt empty at some point in time, like all everybody does is leave me? And this card is coming out, I feel like, because it's like you didn't do anything wrong in the past life. It's learning that from that mistake, and then curing it. and two, asking your angels to help you release those situations that you cannot obviously control. Okay. Let me just see. It's, sorry, guys. These things can be so intense sometimes, but it makes sense to me. Like, the wake up happened when it was too late, therefore leaving everything imbalanced. When that's what you guys, like, somebody, the overall manner of this was somebody leaving for healing. All right, call it selfish or whatever, but somebody leaving, it's like the wake up happens, but you come back, it's too late, therefore it leaves everything in balance. So, what is Leo coming out as this lifetime? Wow. Look at you. Like, completely the opposite. Like, the angel of transformation. You're coming out as death in this lifetime. Okay, that's why it's so important, I feel like, for you to fix, especially this situation. What is your person coming out as? The Chariot, the angel of guidance. Okay, so here's what I feel like is happening is your person's on a little running streak right now. You guys are coming out as major arcana. So for me, what I automatically feel is that your angels, both you and your persons, are working with you guys no matter what you think. Okay. But I feel like this transformation has this for you, Leo, I feel like has come big time into this life. Like, big time. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like you're the one that maybe messed up last lifetime, and it doesn't matter what you could have been, the male, you could have been the female, but what I feel like is happening is, you know what, your person could subconsciously kind of recognize they know the connection's deep. They might not be able to place their finger on it, but they could be running because they're like, why is this so deep? But it's like subconsciously, it could be like your person's remembering, or that okay, that's what it is. Your person does this because this is what they're feeling subconsciously. Okay, your person runs from these situations before they run. They don't, their intention is not to hurt, but their intention is to leave before they get hurt. And I feel like that's what it is. It goes way past like mother. They could have a mother or a father that abandoned them. They could have people that have abandoned them throughout their life, but it goes much deeper than that. And it's like they're gonna wake up and realize, okay. So how does the situation play out this lifetime? Hopefully that gives you a little bit of understanding on their part too, Leo. Wow. How does this play out for Leo this lifetime? One more. Maybe. One more. Okay. Sorry for the shuffling, guys. Look at, you could be dealing with an earth sign. How does it play out this lifetime? All right. So here's what I feel. All right, we're here, Five of Roses, comparable to the Five of Cups. So just kind of reminiscent upon the past. All right, kind of sad, kind of just wondering why you have deep, deep feelings, why everything happens the way it does. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of dwelling on that. All right, but here's where we come kind of in this rebirth. The king of, or the queen of keys is the queen of pentacles. This is somebody who actually comes into their own, who does life with or without somebody. And here's what I feel like, Leo, for whoever I'm talking to, is learning to just release all those ghosts of the past Every time you've been ghosted, it's like out of your control. But here's what I feel like is there's a codependent factor I feel that is kind of lying or lingering about you. And it's not in a bad way. I have it too. Like we want to cling on to something. We love something. We want it. Okay. I'm not saying anything bad at all. Please do not take it that way. But here's what I feel is learning just to let go of things that aren't in our control. Like I've been on my own path for some time, and this is the first time I've actually truly let somebody just kind of walk away. I did act out a little bit, but not near as bad as I have done. And before all this spiritual awakening, before all of this took place, I have acted out in some less than desirable ways. I won't even lie. But it's like truly just coming into your own, taking care of yourself. Like with this person, it's like when you pull your energy back and you start focusing on self, the rubber band method, it does work. And it's not that you're playing this person, but when you start focusing on yourself, you're going to start to wake up and realize the traits that we embody that we need to actually cut loose. I do feel like that's there's a strong lingering of the ghosts, the cords of the past, the soul ties that need to be released so that you can actually move on. There's a reason why you're here, and there's a reason why this connection is significant. All right. And then in this life, we have the Three of Keys, the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Coins, which is about success, commitment, moving forward. All right. Partnership, companionship, best friends. I do see you guys making everything come together this life. So I'm going to pull just tarot cards to see for Leo. What can Leo do to heal this connection? Ask your team for help. Look at that. Ask your team for help. You're already right here on your spiritual path, okay? Your team sees it in you, and you're doing the self-reflection. All right, so keep up with that and just know without a doubt, all right, this is your confirmation. This is a past life situation you're dealing with, and know without a doubt that it is coming back together. All right, this one's really gotten to you. This connection's really gotten to you. You're here for a reason. All right, and look, it's going to end just the way you want it to, with the ten of coins coming out, the wish fulfillment. Okay, and that's the abundant wish fulfillment. So we're going to ask Leo what your person is doing, what their team is helping them with as far as healing goes. This isn't what they can be. This is what they are experiencing this lifetime, the healing. The Page of Swords. Wow. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Your person comes out with the Seven of Keys, and look at the Seven of Keys. Here's what oh my God. Like, if this isn't confirmation, you guys, I'm telling you, Leo, I think last life, okay, you kind of had the wool over this one. All right. I feel like what happens this life is exactly what you did to your person last life, because look at, here they are coming out in this healing mode. Now it's like they're going to be healing these less than desirable traits and aspects about themselves this lifetime. All right. It's delayed news, but you're going to be hearing from them. And here we are with the commitment. All right. The Ace. Their team is helping them with their commitment issues. Their team is helping them not run away before they can actually experience what true love is. Okay, so while they're doing that, you're having this awakening and this enlightenment go on within you. All right, that heals you so that you guys can accept each other. So what does the near future look like for Leo and this person? The near future for Leo and this person. We have communication, throat chakra. All right, so look at going into the next few months. Yes, we are going to be single, but we're going to be healing and be single. We're going to embrace single. We're not going to ask questions no more about why, who, what, when. We don't care about that no more. All we care about is our own truth. Okay, and this is a very successful energy, no matter if I'm talking to a man or a woman, a very successful energy, somebody who can get stuff done, somebody who can laugh and tell jokes, take jokes, extend jokes. All right. Near future, communication comes out. And then I feel like you guys are actually going to have the opportunity to talk about the deepness of this connection. So, what does a distant future look like? Wow. Here you go. Divine couple right there. Another confirmation. Distant future. More confirmation on the past life. Nostalgia. Look at working on it. You guys are going to be working on this connection through and through. It's like you guys recognize it. You're going to start talking about it, and you guys are just going to you're just going to freaking move like that. So, the final question, Leo. Is this soul contract going to be fulfilled in this lifetime? Wow. Where it might be looking shaky right now, let me tell you this. Here you go. You guys are going to start this brand new beginning, all right? It's going to be fulfilled. I'm just going to tell you. Look at, we have the 5 of coins where you guys are at now. All right. This is where you guys are at now. This is where you're at now. There's going to be a rebirth of the situation. There is going to be there is going to be forward movement. We're coming out of the rocky. We are going into the smooth, and then we get the opportunity for a brand new beginning, a brand new chance to redo, reconnect, and then kind of refulfill the contract that you were supposed to. All right. Making it all the way to the end and not regretting a choice. Okay, so just let everything happen in divine timing and do your own thing in the meantime. Don't wait around for anybody. Just do your own thing and just trust that this process is it's gonna unfold. And your vibration and your positive mind frame does have every bit of hand at play in this, and we have free will, so we can fall away from it this time and come back another lifetime. But it's really, it's where you guys, this is what I'm being led to tell you. This is where it's sitting, you guys. All right, Leo, love you guys. Talk to you soon.